Hello, and welcome to our planner layout, prepping planners for 2025. I am so excited. I've been waiting for this moment 4 weeks. Before we get into 2025, I do want to talk about what I've been using for 2024 for both personal and business planning. It's surprise, all Hobonichi. Starting off with the Hobonichi Day Free. I use this mainly to do big picture planning and keep track of sales and when I need to ship stuff out and trips and vending plans and all that kind of stuff. So that is what I've been using. I don't open this every day, probably like once or twice a month. My day-to-day business planning is in my Hobonichi Weeks, which is like my nitty-gritty planning, to-do lists, die lists, that sort of thing, and also a lot of like research and ideas and more planning in the back. I also use this to keep track of, I use the profit first method for financial tracking, so keeping track of that, shop updates, when I get paid, all that kind of stuff. So that is all in here. And then my day-to-day, everyday, everything planner is my Hobonichi cousin, which I absolutely adore. And yeah, I do mostly planning in it, and then in the, I forgot I have Starbucks stickers. In the daily pages, it's kind of just like a lot of to-do, or nothing. A lot of to-do lists, some journaling, some like journal prompts, that sort of thing. So yeah, just a little bit of everything. So yeah, that is what I have been using for 2024, but it is almost time to break into the 2025 planners. So I'm gonna go over all of those and then we'll start decorating. In the same order, I did get a monthly calendar. I got this at a stationery store in Seattle, but it does everything the Day Free did: year at a glance, monthlies, Monday starts, and this one comes pre-tabbed and a little bit of note pages between each month. So this setup, I'm not really gonna show on camera because I am gonna go through and we'll get to a month. What I do at the end of each week is I write down the sales from that week from the previous year, and then as the year goes on, I update them just to kind of see the sales trends and if we're doing better or worse, or what months are doing better. That kind of, you just like keep an eye on things. It is a business, so I do have to keep track of stuff like that. And then also, as you can see here, my big trips, big anniversaries, vacations, all that sort of thing. So yeah, this one, not a ton of setup. It's very utilitarian, very much plotting out shop updates, sales tracking, and all that stuff. This one's pretty much set up. The only decor I have in here is my little Corgi Boba IV sticker, which I adore. I think this even came with the cover, so like the plastic cover. So basically we're done. One done. We're like 2 minutes into this video. For business, I got a Hobonichi Weeks again. I got the Paddington Bear one because it's so cute. I mean, come on. I will take the plastic cover off of this week's closer to my use date, but this comes up and down in the studio with me, so give her a little bit more protection for as long as possible. And I did do a very large Coffee Monster Go sticker haul, so I will be using lots of these this year. And the plan for this is I want to keep track of my profit first in the year at a glance. So you kind of break it up into your profit, your taxes, your owner pay, your remaining, and then paying into, I'm going to track like paying into taxes and all that stuff. When I do the profit payments, when I give myself a paycheck, club updates, shop updates, just so I kind of like have it all here in one spot. And I pulled out all of the markers I have to find them. I'll pull out all the dot markers, and I think I'm also going to make a little key to put in here so I know what colors they are throughout the year. And that's pretty much all the not decoration, but like pre-planning I'm going to do. I think I might just go through and write out the vending events and just have them in here, and then put tabs in, because this is, as you saw, I don't really decorate this. It's very utilitarian. I have been doing the Alistair method for planning, and I think I'm gonna continue that in, not that one. I didn't like that setup. Not that one. This one. So I have the days of the week, and then I exclude my days off, or at least try to list everything I have to do and then assign them dates. I have really liked this, and then using this side to really just list the colors that I'm going to be dyeing that day, what we're going to be doing, what work needs to be done, that sort of thing. So that's kind of my plan. It's very utilitarian, but I like it. Sometimes I use a different color pencil. So the most work we're going to do with this is set up the year to glance and set up the tabs. And this year I got the Hobonichi Han, which essentially is the cousin, but it has a different cover. So I do want to decorate like the cover page, and I usually block out the previous year and then do like a little sticker scape, I don't know the words, here. I do have a ton of stickers that I want to put in here, and I think for year to glance this year I tried to track like when I spend money, when I read, when I knit, when I exercise, and that sort of fell off in March. So I don't know what I want to track here, or if I want to track anything. I'm kind of undecided, but I do just want to put cute little stickers up here. I think that will at least help me, or maybe down here, and then use these boxes for like 3 things that happened that month. Yeah, I do want to use this to keep track of things as like an overview, but I just haven't figured out what that is. I think I might still do like knitting, reading, spending money, that kind of thing, but TBD. We'll just put stickers on it today. And then I do want to, I think I'm just going to washi tape all of the months ahead of time. This will also be getting tabs for my days and my weeks. And I don't know if I have anything like set to go in the back. I have started doing, like, I don't usually use these things in my journals, so I don't know. I did see that Helen of Coffee Monster Co. is going to use the graph to weigh her planner throughout the year, and I thought that was super cute. I might do that. And then she is also using her My 100 list. She's calling it My 100 Reasons to Keep Going, and just kind of listing things that she wants to do like eventually as like just to have. So I've kind of started one of those as well, and then every year you just sort of migrate over the ones that you haven't done, and then you just kind of keep refilling it, like little things like get a coffee or take myself out to dinner, but then, you know, bigger things like I want to go to Barcelona or finish the basement in my house. So I've kind of started doing that as well. I think that would just be like a fun, especially for like spontaneous ideas where you're like, hey, like I think I want to do that, but I just need someone to write it down. I think this would be a good spot for it. And then this year they have sample icons and how to keep having a fun diary, which is so cute. I do eventually want to use the 365 checkoff sheet, but I don't know for what. This also makes me so happy. So these are my 3 main planners for the year. These are the 3 we're going to be focusing on today, but I do want to share the other ones that I have. Let me just move my coffee. I've also started pulling out some things to decorate. I haven't started this yet, but I want to keep not a cooking journal, but sort of like a recipe journal of just keeping track of all my favorite recipes and like family recipes and all that. I haven't set this up. This is an Archer and Olive dot grid that I got from their winter sale. It's a B6. So I'm not setting this up today. I have a planner day set with some of my friends, so I'm going to be setting this up on that day. Am I missing a journal? And then I also have, this is my tiny journal for big feelings. I'm not going to be sharing anything in this. There's no setup for it, but it's one of the pocket-sized journals, also from Archer and Olive, where if I just need to write something down to get the feelings out, this goes here. It lives on my nightstand. It never really leaves my nightstand. So I'm about halfway through it. Very low-key. This is my reading journal from last year. I set it up and I absolutely adore it. Luckily, I did not put any dates in it, and I'm going to continue using it. I really like it. I almost got a bingo. The only dates are these ones, which I also have sorely neglected. So I think what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I just abruptly stopped doing that. I think I'm going to kind of make a new year like spread, like this is 2025. And then I do want to keep track of all the books I read, but I think I'm going to do a much more low-key than a whole page per book situation, and like just kind of like jot down the day I finished it, the title. I do have some star and chili pepper stickers that I will use to rate them, and then just write a little blurb. So if I only have a couple sentences, I will just write a couple sentences, and then if the rest of these 5 pages all belong to the next book, so be it. I do want to keep track of the books, and I really like filling out these, like these things. I really like my book bingo. I'm gonna continue this. But if I do this, then I don't remember what books I read. So I still want to use this because it is pretty much untouched. There's so much book left over. So that's my plan with this. I'm going to find a pen that I really like and just dedicate that pen to this book and call it a day. So I'm, again, not going to be decorating this today. I think I'm saving this for planner day with some friends. And the last journal I will be using this year is, I really want to do a 5-year journal. I almost bought the 5-year journal from Hobonichi this year. I talked myself out of it during the website crash of Great War of 2024. But then I went through all of my Archer and Olives that I've acquired over the years and found this lined book that I don't know what I'm going to do with it, so I figured I would turn it into a 5-year journal. I have started decorating it, not completely. Like I want to do monthly memories, so like make a little calendar for every month and write down like one thing that happened in that month and just sort of like see that go over 5 years, what our family looks like, a little intro to what this journal is, just kind of a like, this is a space to write down one sentence from every day right before bed, but like that sort of thing. And then I also did a then and again, so everything, I'll answer these on January 1st, and then I'll answer them again on December 31st, and see how we are. And then I split up every day into 3 days, so each day gets about a line, and I can write relatively small, and I feel like 1 line is not a ton of pressure to put on myself for a day. So I have gone through and stamped 5 years, 366 times. Oh, well, almost. Towards the end, I did realize that if I make a line, maybe all my stamps will be symmetrical. So I am working on stamping. I've stamped up until May, so I do have to go through. But I have gone through and written all of the dates, and then I have, I think, 20 pages in the back. A couple of them are sort of just like my idea pages, and I think I'll have a couple pages for journals. I don't have any set plans for these at the moment, so I'm gonna, no pressure, leave them blank. If I have 10 pages left at the end of 5 years of journaling, I have 10 pages left at the end of 5 years. So again, I'm not gonna work on this one during this video, but I did want to share Then I made a 5-year journal, and I'm very excited for it, and I feel like it's a good year to start it. So then like I start in 2025, I end, and then can restart in 2030. And I think if I keep this up, I will treat myself to a Hobonichi or a like notebook therapy. Oh, that was crumbs. In 2030, and kind of like go from there. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but my plan is to keep this by my bed and do one line before bed every night. It's also just sort of like a weird size, but it's large enough where I could write on it in bed and not like be uncomfortable, if that makes any sense. I hope so. So yeah, those are all of the journals I plan on using in 2025. So let's start decorating. Not this one. All the planners together. That was super awkward. We're gonna start with the weeks. Hi, Audrey. I know I need to cut your nails, girl. Again, I don't do a ton with this. Oh yeah, I do have to find my markers, but I do love the tabbies. Oh my god, they start so late. So let's, I guess, start there. I didn't start very super far up. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. This is the most nerve-wracking part, honestly. No, this is the hard part. I lied. This is the hard part. This is the bad place. I didn't get any of the tabs for like notes or trackers or anything. I just never used them. I mostly just use the monthly tabs. I also do plan on cutting out the bookmarks. I don't use them. This is a small enough planner where I can just sort of flip to everything that I need. I don't need to bookmark everything. I thought for a little bit last year when I ordered 2 planners, one to be personal and work and one to be just work, I thought it was just going to be kind of a disaster. And I did go through a period where I wasn't really using the weeks, but as of recently, especially with switching into the Alistair method, it has become very helpful, where I can just sort of do big picture ideas and to-do lists in my cousin, and then kind of get to the nitty-gritty in this. So like I don't need to list individual steps of what I need to do in my cousin for like a shop update. I had to take my glasses off there. And I have considered, I don't know, I think I'm on like a little flip out kick, like putting in, or maybe just like putting in a little list that I can refer to in my planner of what needs to get done for a shop update or a club update or anything like that. Like make sure I have the Instagram photos. Did I schedule like just a list of everything that goes into doing a shop update and the launch of a shop update? That way I can make sure that I'm putting it into my schedule and not saying, oh, I'll just remember, it'll be fine. Like I have the systems all written down. What the? Oh, I did on the 3rd, not the 2nd. Shit. Oh, come on. But I don't reference them as often as I should. Oh, butts. Okay. Is that gonna stay? Oh god. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a planner. The good news is I have 2 more sets of tabs I still have to put into planners. And thankfully, that's it. That's all I got. I just have 2 sets of tabs I have to put in these planners. I'm the only one who really sees these, so I do love the idea of doing plan with me videos. I had a ton of fun the 2 times I did it. I would like to schedule them in some more to my YouTube scheduling. We'll see how that goes. I'm not making any promises to you or myself. My coffee smells so good today. Pumpkin spice, obviously. A pumpkin queen. So yeah, I feel good about the planner lineup this year. I think 3 personal planners 3 planners for day-to-day life is kind of like the sweet spot for me. It's not so much information in one spot that I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's not so spread out and repetitive that I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again. Yes, all of my planners are gonna have the shop updates in them, but that's important stuff I need to be tracking kind of at all times. And I can't really forget. That would be not good businessing. So. She tabbed and it's only slightly off. That's fine. So we're actually just going to cut these off now because I'm going to accidentally light them on fire. Can I just pull them out? Yes. Okay. They're just not for me. Okay, so I just cut out a little piece of paper from one of my filled completed journals. I don't know. So I'm gonna make a little key here and get my red pen because that's what I do money in, because important. And we're just gonna make our key for wrong side. And I'm not gonna fill out everything because I still haven't decided on what kind of what kind of club I want to do next year. I've been toying with the idea of doing like a quarterly club, so 3 colors per quarter. I haven't decided yet, but this island coral will be for shop updates. Salmon will be for clubs, if I could write. I guess I'm doing every other. Kiwi will be my paydays. That way I can keep track of when I got paid, if I got paid, and that sort of thing. So I know if I'm missing a paycheck or if there's an extra week in that month I have to be aware of to pay myself. And then yellow is going to be, what is this called? Summer Sun. Will be when I distribute the profit. So the profit first method has you put aside a certain percentage. You start with 1% and then go to 2%, and then once a quarter you get paid that percentage. So I do want to track when I'm supposed to do that because I usually forget, and then I'm like, why do I have this account? What is going on? If you are a small business owner, I 100% recommend the Profit First book. I forgot his name. It is very rude and A little bit call-y outy in the best way possible. It's very good. It's very much like, hey, you can't do this if you don't pay yourself. So I will stop lamenting about that. But I do like to keep track of it just so I can keep an eye on everything. And I think the more I look at it, the more it makes sense to me. So how did I do it this year? I think we did, first line is the sales we made. Second is our profit. How many, what the taxes for like federal income, state. Thank you, Iron. Owner's pay, and then remaining funds. There we are. So that will get filled in over the year. But I do know I have, where's Sam? It's a club update on January 11th. And I will have the, this is a Japanese only one, so I do have to learn how to read Japanese. It's not, it's not that hard, as in it's easy to recognize the pattern for the characters of the days kind of thing. I have tried learning Japanese many times in my life, and I can't get the writing down. That part I can't really get significantly. So I know I have those two all set, and I do get paid. We'll fill in at least the January Fridays and go from there. Oh, so we're starting off with a 5-week. That's honestly so rude. Okay, so we are manifesting a full pay year next year. That is our goal. I'm not gonna put in the profit first stuff now. I do have a spreadsheet that tells me all the dates. I just have to update it for 2025, but that is pretty much this all set. I think my goal is to do 3 shop updates a month, 1 being a club, 2 being regular shop updates. So I just, I want to play around with them in like a calendar setting before I start really putting them in. I know this is not a very exciting setup one, so it just, there's that. I don't know, I just, you know, I got these guys to be vibes. And there's not a ton of room here for the vibes. So maybe I should just do a plan with me, in this. This does have a lot of good stuff. Like this whole page is about safety planning with your family. I've been doing a lot of Google Translate lately. This is the mushrooms and plants, noodles. Just so cute. So cute. I thought there was a section. Oh no, it's only in the big one. Yeah, so pretty much this is set until I transfer over the, what's it called? Cover. But I am gonna tape this in. So what I think I might do is also on the other side of this, write the shop update like to-do list. That way I have a little thing to reference. If I do that, I will share it eventually. And I do plan on using these colors in this to, you know, keep it. But I have to plan out all my shop updates for that. So our weeks is pretty much set. I'm gonna put these little tabbies off to the side in case I need them for anything. All right, now onto the cousin. I got this Fox bicycling with the moon cover. I did put in my please look after this bear thank you tag in here. And yeah, this is the one I open. I mean, I open them all basically every day, but this is the one that sits on my desk constantly. I look at the most, so I'm very excited for it. I think I want to do like a little cover page here. And then I'm kind of tempted to just glue that page to that page and just nix it completely. In my current Hobonichi, I have some stickers, but like this part isn't as thick. And then I'm gonna cover up this year and with a little paper and some stickies. And I've got the like Haunted Attic or whatever from Archer and Olive box. So I'm going to be using a ton of that for the beginning just to make it very cohesive. And then we'll get into it. So I think I am going to glue these two pages together. So if I could find my glue, there it is. I will start there because I know what it is. So I don't really care if I don't see this page. I really hope this isn't my last glue. We'll find out. All right, and then just very carefully smoosh it. So there we go. I love this paper so much. I think I might just tape it in. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna tape it in and then do, or do I want to do this? I think I want this one. Yeah. Now the question is flower or this? I think I like this one better. So we're gonna just do a little decor because that's what I like to do. Oh, and of course everything moves. There's my ruler. It's like I just saw my ruler somewhere. Like, is it gonna, do I want to cover the whole page? I don't know. Don't ask me silly questions. I didn't think that far ahead. Have you met me? If you haven't, hi, welcome. I am very much a wing it kind of gal. Yes, I am going to cover the page. You know what? I'm not. That's fine. It's not cut. I do use the little bookmarks on these guides because otherwise I will never find my place in anywhere in the weeks. So my plan for this guy is to once again use it as a day-to-day planner, use the weeks. I want to utilize my monthly calendar more. I did not use it a ton last year. I haven't quite figured out how yet, outside of like appointments and birthdays and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's just kind of, but I do want to use it more. Oh, okay, let's just rip off the leaf, I guess. Oh yes, very cozy, very nice. Very nice. Do the telephone up here. Probably rip the plant off of that one too. Just, you know, a little something. What other stickers do I got here? But yeah, I would I like the people, or the spreads where people like fill in or doodle on their calendars. I don't know if I want to go that far. I would like to get back into drawing some more, but I am not good at it. So I know if I try and do it every day in the journal that it will just stress me out. So I'm not gonna put that kind of pressure on it. Do I want to put a book sticker on? Kind of. I would rather be reading. We'll put him in. He fits. Do we like that? I kind of like that. All right. There we go. Just a cute little something. Enjoy a lot. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna do this guy because he kind of fits just perfectly over, and I'm just gonna glue him in. So yeah, last year I just covered up 2023 because it was a terrible year for me. We're not here to look at the past. I don't need these dates anymore. So, I know some people put like a word of the year or something like that. I don't have those. I don't know. Just not me. Just not my vibe, you know? But I do like to make things look pretty, even though I barely use this page. I suppose I shouldn't cover up 2026. It's really just here for vibes. And honestly, so am I. And just two. A little bookshelf. Right in the middle. Beautiful. Nice and simple. That's what we like now. I am just gonna place this bad boy right here. Wait, where's one that has a big ol' empty? I have to wait. All right, let's do tabs because that's gonna be the most frustrating bit. So I, still from Appointed, this is the new to me Etsy shop for tabs. I got, they're not mini tabs at all. They are quite large. So it's gonna be Tab City. I did do a layout of just doing them in groups of 6. So I think for my weeklies, I'm going to use the Sage, and then for the dailies, I will use I think it's Toffee or Coffee. It's a Fee one, also from Appointed. Again, new to me. They're based in the UK. I do like them. I just didn't pay attention. This was a totally me thing. I should have gotten the mini tabs. Next year, remind me to get mini tabs. Don't let me forget. If I forget, it's on you. So, sorry, my bad. Your bad, actually. Your bad. Into there. And this company also sent, it might work. I got so many stickers, you guys. Sorry, I'm punching you. It comes with a guide. So you kind of like line up the paper with the top of it. But this is for like an 8.5 by 11, not the cousin, which is an A5 size. So it's pretty cool. I might stick it in the back of the book just in case. Will it work? Who knows? Kind of. So yeah, I do want to use this for something. I know a lot of people use it to track their steps or workouts or stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna put stickers down here and make it pretty. And I think what I might also do is label in like each column be something I track, and then label the columns. That way I know. Like, a smart, well-planned person would have just thought of that before she started recording, but that's not my style. It's not what I'm here to do. So let's just tab away. All right, now that we're in the daily, what are your planners? What are you guys doing? What's the plan? There's so much pressure. It's gonna be so tabby. I love doing, so my plan for, wait, hold on. I didn't even find February. Oh my God, this is already a terrible start. There she is. In my weeks, I usually track the hours I work in a day, and then kind of what that equals to for, do I have to overlap these? I think I do. I track my work hours. I've started doing deliveries and major to-do things that I need to do, like email somebody or prep for the shop update. If it's a newsletter week, I have to prep the newsletter information, that sort of thing. So I have been doing that, and that is kind of my plan. I also, use because this is a 24-hour, usually from midnight on, because if I'm doing something at midnight, it doesn't need to be in my planner. Let's be serious here. I will mark that off for what project I've worked on that day. So I can, yeah, this is fine. I hope. We'll find out. My knitting projects, I have started putting them up here and putting washi tape down here. So it can kind of switch depending on, like if I use this washi tape, it's a very thick boy. So, and I don't get up at 5-6 o'clock in the morning, but this is kind of where I mark like where Jake's working that day. So I can, like, I know where he's at, and, or if I have the day off. So it's a very quick, like while I'm going throughout the week, I'll fill those in so then I can kind of see what I'm working with here, you know? Because Jake is now running 3 stores, so I like to know where he is, so then if I ask him a question, I'm not like, why didn't you answer me? It's because I'm driving home from Albany, New York. Be like that, you know what? I should have known that. So, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, I feel like I'm in a very minimal spot with it. Where I feel like I have enough information that I know what I'm doing that day, but it's not so much like, oh, I obviously didn't do anything because there's nothing written down. Does that make sense? Oh my God, no. I did this last year too. Oh man. What if I just cut it? Okay, well, we know. Now we know. Really overlap them. These are huge. That's what she said. But good news, I got tons to do, so we can start all over again. There we go. I'm a little bit happier with that. Oh God, sorry. So there we go. And now we move on to the daily pages. Dailies, I still am staying pretty low key about them. I do want to journal more. I think it's very helpful and just sort of like organizing my brain, but I'm not like a hardcore journaler kind of thing. It feels very redundant, like saying good morning. I immediately just spilled coffee all over my planner. So we're just gonna ignore that, I guess. All right, yeah. daily pages, I'm definitely going to stick to the to-do list. I would like to start journaling in them more. I think having the prompts will be a good way to keep it from getting too repetitive, especially if I do a 5-year journal. And every year I feel like it's all January, like New Year's resolutions. January we stick to it, February we miss one day, by March it's over. It's done, so you can't keep up with it. And I'm okay if I have some empty pages. It's not like, I don't feel like I need to fill every inch of space on these. I just, I would like to use them, utilize them in a more constructive way. Like, not necessarily I want to be more productive, but I would like to think that I'm using them to the best of my ability without putting like a huge amount of pressure on myself. Oh yeah. Don't give me that, please. It's been raining for 2 days, Audrey. We haven't had rain in months. Our state's literally on fire. I do, however, like the tabs being in a little bit more, so I think I'm going to go into the second grid space. There we go. I'm happy with that. Is it perfect? No. Is it my planner? Yes. Yes, it is. So there we go. So now I'm going to leave this part blank, I think, just for now, until I figure out what I want to put here. Actually, no, I lied. I'm going to put this tiny little washi tape because I bought this in Seattle and I absolutely adore it and I think it's so cute and I haven't really used it for much. And I think this would be a perfect little, just a little zhuzh. So yeah, this is, I'm not a huge tracker. Like I like the idea of having an overlook throughout the year, but I don't know of what besides reading and knitting. So I think I'm going to do that and do a very similar thing to the weeks and make a little guide. Let's try very hard not to like cut through this paper and leave a little guide in with the dot markers, because the dot markers make it so fun, so easy. And then I can leave those in my travel pencil case for when I'm traveling. I feel like traveling is when I keep up with this the most, because it's just like a little sense of routine. We have, there we are. Now I do have, where did I put them? Oh dear Lord. I put them in here. I have so many things. I bought so many stickers, but I only buy stickers once a year. This is not it. Where'd they go? Oh, they're behind this thing. Okay. Oh, I bent them already. Last year I put seasonal like borders up here and I thought that was very cute. But I think down here I want to put these photos or art. And I didn't get enough to do all 12 in the flowers. So I think I'm gonna do every other flower and every other a cute cozy scene. So like maybe we'll do January, February, March, April, May, because I'm not 100% sure what to put down here, so why not stickers? Because they are so cute. There we go. Do I like that? I do like that. I do. Oh, should I put washi tape underneath them? No, it's fine. It's fine. You're overthinking it. They're not all the same size. You're fine. I do believe these are meant for like the calendar, but I don't care. I think if I make this a pretty, I will be more tempted to use this page. June. Okay. So then July is a flower. I don't have, the July is the only one I don't know. No, July, June. Here we go. Okay. Even though I know pansies are an early season thing, I don't care. Yeah. We always do a lot of traveling in that time, so July, August, September, October, November. Okay, I'm fine. All right, I'm gonna put the November flower in November then. Okay, what was I thinking? How many months do I think are in a year? Florence, help me. Okay, they are getting progressively more and more crooked. And pinker. Someone has like dark academic planner stickers like this, please send them my way. Oh, I would be so happy. Okay. So that part is done. Hello, hi, quick interjection here, editing Gabby. I did have a sit down with the planner and have a little think-see about my year at a glance. So I did make this page off screen, and I've decided that for my year at a glance, I would like to track the days I've read, knit, exercised, sewed, tracking period, and then for calendars, I have appointment, Jake's work, my work, and birthdays plotted out. And I'm just using all the same dot markers, just keep them on my desk here. And I also want to do temperature tracking. I love the idea of a temperature blanket, but I know I'm not going to do that. And I have started temperature tracking in November just because I can't really remember what the temperature has been like. And I'm honestly, it's just one of those things I kind of want to keep track of. So I made this little key here. I do feel like I need to put something up here, but I haven't decided what that is yet. And I just did this on some the back pages of my current Hobonichi, cut them out on some dot grid from my Archer and Olive set. And I also went through and labeled all of my pens with the temperature so I don't have to try and figure out what colors they are. So that is my year at a glance plan. I think I am going to, at least like in pencil, write which columns are which kind of thing, so I can kind of keep track of that. My plan is to do the temperature on the far right hand side, which is what I'm currently doing here. So as you can see, it's not as coordinated of a color, but you know. So yeah, I think that is my plan. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I haven't gone through and I mean, obviously it's not January, so I can't go through and fill everything out. But I think that was the one big thing that I have changed since then. And then I also just put down all the fiber festivals in this year. So yeah, that is what I updated. That is what I decided on. I think I just needed a day or two to figure out exactly what it was. So yeah, back to regular Gabby. And I've picked out all my washi tapes, so every other month will be floral or books. I don't like to have a whole theme for my journal. I kind of like to just let it go, or my planner, depending on my mood, but I have a lot of floral and I have a lot of book washi tape, so we're just gonna go every other. And while I'm in here, I am going to dot the birth dates, but I'm not going to write down names or anything, just for privacy reasons. But let's see if I can remember everyone's birth dates without having to look it up. I'll use gray. I think that'll go better with everything. I'll do it at the bottom. Most of the time I just use this to keep track of like appointments and vacations and days off and stuff like that. So, but again, I would like to do more in the monthlies. I feel like they have so much potential. I don't believe anyone has a February birthday. The question is, did I write them down in my planner from last year? Yeah, the planner from last year was mostly keeping track of Jake's schedule and shop updates, profit first, when I have to mail things, meetings, appointments, that sort of thing. So kind of the same, but I would just like a little bit more, I think. I don't know. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself because then it's not fun. I want this to be fun. I want to enjoy my planners because I really do enjoy them so very much. One's a birthday, one's an anniversary. That's all I know. Okay, July. All of the months are set. I hope this wasn't too vague and you managed to get some of your planning prepared and ready to go for 2025. Here are our two major planners that we're going to be using. For reference, this is how thick the cousin is. They were the same size when they started. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us here. If you want to see more crafty videos, feel free to subscribe. We are putting out 2 videos a month, and I am hoping to be a little bit more consistent with Plan With Me videos and that sort of thing. So look at this. I was so prepared, didn't even use it. Yeah, just planning crafting things, planning life things, small business things, just a little bit of everything. I find so much inspiration in these types of videos, so I hope you did as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.